Hey, what's up? Welcome back, Thrifty Switch owners. I'm James Amaro, and I've been wading through the eShops in the UK, US, and the EU so that you don't have to. Yes, I'm bringing some gems to your attention. These are the tempting deals that are worth considering. Now, if my voice is a little bit hoarse, it's because I've just been watching the Euros, England's first game against Croatia. Come on, England, 1-0 result was quality. Anyway, enough of that. Have you tried Hypercharge Unboxed yet? Yes, this video is brought to you by this great FPS title set in a miniature toy world that is ever expanding with tower defense elements thrown into the mix. The major update 3 that came out has added all sorts of stuff, and well, it's just a great game to sink your teeth into, but don't believe me, you can try it out for yourself. There's a demo, so give it a go before you purchase. Now, let's jump in and take a look at this week's deals. Now, kicking things off this week, this is one of those breath of fresh air games that comes along from time to time. If you are unfamiliar with Yoku's Island Express, it plays as a Metroidvania pinball game set in a beautiful fantasy world. It sounds odd but plays great. I really urge you to try this one with a very healthy 75% off. Exploration is the key in this, and though it looks cute and certainly can be enjoyed with children, don't be fooled into thinking this is a really easy game. It has some bite to it. Don't skip this at this price. Jordan, Juan, what are your picks this week, guys?
Thanks very much, James. There's only one pick for me this week, and that's OlliOlli's Switch Stance, which includes both the first and second games. In the first, if you've played this game won a lot of awards, and the game includes like 120 tricks to pull off, 50 levels and 250 challenges. You can complete all of those challenges to unlock a rad mode too. And if you're a competitive beast like me, then leaving your scores on the leaderboards is what it's all about, and makes this even more wonderfully addictive, this skateboard game. If that wasn't enough, this version includes a sequel with a stunning new look, epic hills and ramps, with levels allowing multiple route choices, and there's also the ability to pull off some fantastic monster air tricks. The combo system's been expanded from the first game too, and I think the sequel is everything you want a sequel to be, staying true to the original but allowing a more complex combo system to what was already very good in the first place. This includes another 50 levels and another 250 challenges to tear through. You have all of this content for just £2.69 here in the UK, $2.99 for our friends in the US, and $2.99 in euros. So let me ask you, all of this content for that price, this has to be the pick of the week, right? Let me know in the comments section down below. I just looked up the price of a Starbucks coffee here in the UK, which was £2.85. So it's cheaper than a coffee for these two wonderful games in one package. That's my pick, everybody. I'll see you next week.
How you doing, everyone? Jordan here with my bargain of the week. Now, I am in the mood for ninjas, as you may have seen in my review of the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection last week. If you didn't watch that, well, you should. Anyways, if that's not ninja enough for you, then how about the stealthy Aragami? No, nothing to do with paper folding. This is a video game, a pretty good one at that. I reviewed it back in the day and enjoyed it for what it was. And I believe the sequel should be out soon, so this is a good way to get ready for that. On the Switch, this is now 60% off, just £10 and 12 euros and US dollars, and that is a fairly sweet price, and that is my pick of the week. Anyways, I need to get back to celebrating England's victory in the football.
Wicked stuff there, guys. Thanks very much for those picks. Now, up next, Yooka-Laylee are back in this nostalgic 3D platformer that feels more N64 than Mario Odyssey. The world is beautiful, the characters, both good and bad, look great, and there is a lot of exploring and platforming in fun to engage with. Mostly, this hits all the right notes, and at this price point, it's a good game to add to your collection. I mean, really, you can get this for just £6.24 in the UK or $7.49 in the US or EU. Child of Light from Ubisoft is a stunning RPG. Yes, stunning. This is critically acclaimed for all sorts of reasons, and it's now at an unmissable 75% off in the US, with 70% off in the UK and EU. This is the cheapest it's ever been on the Nintendo Switch. Yes, it's a Ubisoft game, and these go on sale regularly, but I don't think it will get more money off than this for quite a while. It's just $4.99 in the US, and everything from the watercolour visuals to the quirky Brothers Grimm fairy tale storyline and the well thought out in-battle mechanics are spot on. Next up, this war of mine is a war game, but not in the typical big gory adrenaline rush sense. Instead, your goal is simply to survive through tough choices and really harrowing experiences. It peels back the Hollywood veneer and exposes the grim reality that is war. Normal people pushed to extremes in order to survive, and in this horrifying and gloomy sense, it sets the scene perfectly. In a sense, this game is a darker version of Sims, and the effects your choices have on your characters is fascinating. If you steal or murder someone, your characters look guilty and can even lead them to suicide and depression. This is a unique title that's grim yet enjoyable, a bargain with such a healthy discount. South Park: The Fractured But Whole is a fantastic follow-up to The Stick of Truth. It's a must-buy for any South Park aficionado and still a blast for everyone else. Ubisoft took the development in-house this time and it didn't disappoint. It's well written with a giggle every few moments. The game isn't perfect with a few small bugs and the sense that the difficulty isn't there really to support the game's mechanics, but overall, this game is just a blast. And yes, as weird as it is, this is a JRPG. Little Nightmares is a great little horror game from Bandai Namco that is a perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch. If you want an incredibly eerie atmosphere with some truly grotesque imagery, look no further. It was a tad bit expensive at its original asking price, but with 75% off, it's something you can't say no to. It's been this low before, and it probably will be again in the future, but you still shouldn't miss out on this bargain. And of course, now you've got the sequel to enjoy as well. Yonder, the Cloud Catcher Chronicles is an intriguing game. It takes its cues from everywhere: Zelda, Fable, Harvest Moon, Animal Crossing and more. But unlike those games, this is not a tight experience. There's no pressure. There's few major goals or targets. Instead, it's an open world, chilled out experience that lets you do a fair amount. It doesn't individually meet the dizzy heights of its inspirations, but it feels as though it's not supposed to. If you're looking for a chilled out, broad but not too deep experience, then look no further. And the fact that it looks gorgeous really is a nice bonus as well. SuperEpic is a Metroidvania game that pokes fun of the game's industry and is full of tongue-in-cheek humour that will work for some and just for others. But behind all of that, the game itself is pretty damn good. The combat uses combos akin to Brawl as well, and the progression system is also well put together. It's 90% off at the minute, so it's one that you can't really go wrong with. It's a real bargain and something a bit different to give a go with. Project Highrise sounds a little bit like an espionage title, but no, it's not. This is a building and management sim that focuses down on a single building. Instead of a sprawling city, you're focused on making your building please your tenants and attract new ones. You need to tick all of the boxes to keep them happy. You need to sort out the power, restaurants and amenities as well. There is no story and no laughs here. This is a dry, deep management sim. If that's your bag, then it's a really solid game. And if not, you'll certainly get bored here. Give it a miss. No, it's not a typo. This is not the follow-up to Sylvester Stallone's classic series. This is instead a comedic top-down stealth action game where you play as a killer vacuum cleaner in an effort to defend your house against burglars. Yep, it's as bonkers and over the top as it sounds, and so of course, give it a go. You need to hide under furniture, hack household gadgets, and of course clean up the mess after you're done before your humans get home. This is a short and sweet barrel of laughs with a whopping 70% off in the UK and EU. It's just £1.34. Money well spent and worth hoovering up. Combining Picross and Sudoku, Piczle Lines DX puts your brain to the test across a bunch of colourful puzzles where you will draw lots of lines and solve these brain teasers. It's the perfect game to have on the move when you play it in handheld, and with a very healthy 80% off, it's a good time to add this to your collection. Underhero is a charming tale. The hero has failed, and as underling of the evil king, it's your job reluctantly to take his spot. This is a side-scrolling adventure with RPG elements and a lush pixel art world to explore. The combat is excellent. Everything is about timing your attacks, and the different bosses really do stand out. If you haven't seen this one, it's definitely worth a look. I'd give this one a try. Another sad war game, yes, it's Valiant Hearts. It's a heartbreaking yet engrossing story set in World War I. This is a puzzle adventure from Ubisoft that touches the heart as well as being an enjoyable game. This is a story of broken love and surviving the horrors of the trenches. Sacrifice, friendship and tragedy are the themes in this tearjerker. And that's all we've got time for today. Some great bargains, I hope you agree. Let us know in the comments down below your favourite game this week. Now, before you go, you might remember, if you've seen our 43 best road games list, that we are giving away a fantastic EPOS B20 mic. Now, thanks to everyone who entered, and the winner is Zentalo88. Thank you very, very much. Please contact us at switchwatch.co.uk with your details. Thanks again for stopping by, everyone, and we'll be back tomorrow with Jordan's physical roundup release. Until then, take care. See you then.